Alrighty, it's tug of war time, and I'm curious how this differs from joust in the game, so let's find out. Come on.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
Just literally posted like 20 minutes ago. I just got back home.
The host Bumblebees now have 2 medals in the last 2 events. And can they keep that momentum going as we come to event 6, the tug of war? Remains to be seen, but we're glad that you're here with us. Hey, everybody. I'm Greg Woods. This event may remind you of jousting from the 2021 Marble League, but this time the marbles will meet head-to-head, literally, in a strength-related event. They come
he's explaining.
Together and push the block to the opponent's side to win the heat, and whoever pushes it onto the other side wins. There you see who is currently winning. The Savage Speeders, 4 medals in 5 events. What a run, but the Bumblebees now sit in 2nd place. They're beginning to flex their wings as the Crazy Cat's Eyes drop. Midnight Wisps drop as well. You see the block on your screen there. Snowball's up 6, midway down the order.
Is he translating everything in a B? Oh, wait, no, that's Greg Woods with a B hat. He's got a B hat on. Okay, cool.
In this event, I'm told by a little bee friend that this was inspired by the Queen of Queens herself as an homage of sorts to the long-standing rivalry between the Bumblebees and the Hornets that used to exist.
Okay, so they're actually acknowledging the switch. Okay, so they hit the thing, and whoever has it on the other side loses.
And the ultimate message that working together, finding commonality, ends up building something stronger than ever before, and that is a nice ode to those 2 teams that are now joined as one. You see them all.
Okay, yeah, I talked about this in another one, but my theory for a plot line that we could do here is if the Bumblebees do terrible, if they do well, they'll stay together, but if they do terrible, the Hornets and Bumblebees may blame each other for that, and they'll split off again, because Hornets, are very tough, and wasps don't get really along with anybody. So if they do terrible on this, like absolutely terrible, like they get last place or something, I would expect them to split up again, because Hornets wouldn't stand for that. That's a little plot theory. But if they do well enough, like kind of what they're doing now, even if they don't win, I think they'll probably stay together. But if they did terrible, like bottom 3, I think they'd split apart. Talk about splitting up, and that would undo this season, but I kind of like the idea for the plot line. What would a war in this world look like? A war between the Bumblebees and Hornets, how would that even look? How would that even take place? What would you even do with it? I don't know. Anyway.
Stands as the wave goes around, ready for heat 1 after we saw that example.
Bumblebees and Thunder.
You'll notice a black.
So it's 4 and 4. They hit the thing. Okay.
By the way, on the center of the block makes it a little easier from this view right here to see who pushed it on one side versus the other. You also see the green and the red. So Bumblebees were able to move it ever so slightly onto the other side. They get the head-to-head win.
Snowballs and Midnight Wisps.
Snowballs, winners of the last event, versus Midnight Wisps. Down they come. It looks like the Wisps easily have moved that block over.
And the more it pushes to the other side, the better for you, point-wise. But as a loser, you want to make sure it's less. So even though Thunderbolts lost against the Bumblebees, but because it was 0.4, technically they'll put them up as like, hey, they didn't lose as bad as Snowballs. So they're going to gain points on Snowballs comparatively to Momo.
It's the first time we've seen an event like this. As we always do, we analyze the strategy coming down to it. The captains up front, the impact of the block. And boy, if you time it just right, it ends up being that close. Wow, 2 millimeters is all. To the side.
Very close.
That is amazingly centered on that line.
Oh, they're not having a Rangers versus Savage Speeders?
Plasma and O'Rangers coming down now.
Oh, Rangers won that.
And this is one of the things that I wondered, is it better to get to the block first and rotate it ever so slightly so that the other team, when they hit, they don't get the force applied in the right direction and end up spearing off into the sand. The Rangers opted for that strategy.
I know. Shining Swarm, Savage Speeders.
Shining Swarm and Savage Speeders.
Go Swarm.
Speeders held on with rapidly for
Beat
the
Savage
bronze
Speeders.
in the last event. That's 2 bronzes
Thank
in
you.
a row. Do they advance here? And I think they might have.
No, went the other way. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, because it's... Yeah, so... Savage Speeders move on.
They do.
Yeah.
That block pinballed back and forth a few times. And Savage Speeders,
Dang it.
they get the head-to-head win.
What do we last?
Raspberry
Where's
Racers
Momo?
and Mellow Yellow.
Oh, the most appealing color combination. The purple and yellow with the mellow yellow. I always say that in the game. Is always the most appealing.
The Racers are winner in the 5-meter hurdles back in event number 3. That is
Go again?
very close. Really hard to tell. Oh, and I think it's that last little nudge.
Okay, so you see the center. I'm looking at. You see the very center. That's what they're lining it up with every time, and there's just so much on the other side of mellow yellow. So, yeah.
Was that Rozzy that did it? That is the official by a millimeter.
Okay, Momo.
Wow, the
Come on.
edge to the Raspberry
I said you
Racers.
do well. Do well.
That is how close this event can be. That adds a different element, by the way, in when do your marbles impact the block? Does everybody try to go at once? Do you kind of treat it like block pushing where you stagger the impacts? Gliding Glaciers and Rojo Rollers.
I'll leave it be.
Block nearly goes off the edge there, but Rojo Rollers will get the win. You can see how helpless the Gliding Glaciers were those last 3 marbles when they impacted and were sent backwards. Suddenly my head feels a little lighter, by the way. Not really sure why.
I can tell you why.
After 8 heats,
2 points.
see 9th through 16th. Team Plasma down there at the bottom. The yellow just missed moving on. They still get some points, however, as the top 8 will continue to go head-to-head. Hey, have you heard? We launched new merchandise for this season. Make sure to check out our online merch shop either at the top right corner of your screen or down in the video's description.
If I had a mailbox I could get it to at this time, I would do it. So maybe next season I'll do it, but not this season. I want a Team Momo shirt, though. The only reason I'm wearing this green shirt is because it's the escape room thing from Nashville. And
we have designs for all of your favorite teams, as well as Marble League 2023 season shirts and phone cases. As the sand has been tended and everything is nice and crisp looking, we get ready to inch our way forward toward the medals. Who will claim it? In this first quarterfinal, we have to overcome either the Bumblebees or the Midnight Wisps. The crowd willing the Bumblebees on. They keep one marble right there on the edge. Stinger heads off in the other direction, maybe getting some practice in for balancing, and it will be the Bumblebees. Second quarterfinal.
Rangers versus Savage Speeders.
Crazy Cat's Eyes versus the O'Rangers.
No, Crazy Cat's
Shot
Eyes.
backward on that one. The block barely moved. And in this battle of Marbula 1 rivals, it pinballs back and forth, and the last marble to hit it is the one who ends up winning. It's Crazy Cat's Eyes. Quarterfinal C, Savage Speeders and Raspberry Racers. That was a clear victory.
Finally, Savage Speeders gonna knock down something. Not in a while.
Raspberry Racers. They put that together nicely. Look at them all coming in here, slightly staggered. So you see they almost went too wide on the block impact so that whichever way it pivoted, they could try to make sure to get it back centered. Very clever move. Pinkies and Rojo Rollers. They come down now, and the Pinkies have rotated that block and shoved it well onto the other side. The Pinkies will be moving on. They not only got to the block sooner, but they kept it moving. Young and old alike amongst the Pinkies, pretty happy with that one. Well, Rangers.
Come on, Momo.
A little bit sad just to miss out on the top 4. Bumblebees are moving on.
How about
however.
Momo on the
Savage
top anything?
Speeders are championship leaders. They are not. Ready for semifinal A. This whole place is willing them on. The Bumblebees versus the Crazy Cat's Eyes. Will the Cats play spoiler? No, they won't.
I saw that coming. The way they were coming down, it looked like an easy hit.
Well, I don't know if the JMA actually intended some of these marbles just to keep rolling down the other end, but I suppose it doesn't do any harm. But it works. Raspberry Racers and the Pinkies. Who else goes to the final? Oh, I think the Pinkies may have done it. Yes, they did. Looking for their first gold medal of these games. The Pinkies will move on. Excellent view from up here in the commentary box with the love seats in front of us as we ready for the third place match. Who wins the bronze? Crazy Cat's Eyes or Raspberry Racers? Oh, and that block is very rotated. And it's just over the line. Crazy Cat's Eyes have done it. Crazy Cat's Eyes get the bronze. But this is what this
Bumblebees can take over the lead with this, so we'll see.
Came to watch. Could the Bumblebees continue their form? Will the Pinkies knock them off and win their first medal of the games?
I mean, technically, Bumblebees can be first, I think, even with this, I believe. So either way, they get first place. So let's find out.
In the middle, this is
Pinkies.
very close.
Pinkies got it.
0. They have tied. We're going to roll again.
Wait. No. Look at that. It's over on the line of... I mean, the other side might be the other side, though, but from this angle, it looks like the Pinkies got it.
They have tied. We're going to roll again. Switch sides. Who gets the gold? Oh, the block is dislodged. And it is the Bumblebees. They have to look at where the block was at the last moment where it falls over, and the Bumblebees have done it. 2 golds in 3 events.
Huh. Well, that was tough fought, but still, I think Pinkies technically took that.
Congratulations to the medalists. Crazy Cat's Eyes.
If I was the Pinkies, I would challenge that. I would not be happy as a Pinky fan, because I think, at least from that one angle, I don't know about the other side, but I think the Pinkies actually won it.
And the Bumblebees.
I think the Bumblebees are kind of getting used to this. The hosts winning 2 golds in 3 events, and
watch them fall
in the
off.
middle of that, they won a silver as well. So 3 for 3 after a rather slow start.
Watch them fall off and go to the bottom. The host curse shall strike.
The Cat's Eyes needed that bronze, and wow, the Pinkies are ecstatic getting their first podium.
They need to be ecstatic because they think they got robbed and they need to be in the switch positions, personally.
Of the 2023 Marble League, and with it a nice points haul that should vault them farther up the order. The Bumblebees leading the standings now.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. By only 1 point, though? That's a little bit odd. I thought they had a little bit closer than that, but, I mean, a little bit... Really? 25 points? They're only 1 point ahead of Savage Speeders? I know they got, like, 10 points, but still. Well, the good news is that Momo's not last. Despite everything, Thunderbolts are... Okay, next event. What's the next event?
This is the first time in Marble League history that a host leads the overall standings.
Yeah, watch that fail next event.
18. Snowball's very close, but they weren't quite up there. And wow, by a single point, the Bumblebees have left the Savage Speeders. Pinkies are up 2. They are now just outside.
Funnel Endurance. Oh boy. Again, if the next 2 events Momo doesn't do anything, then I'm going to call that Momo's not going to win. Unless they do an amazing comeback. But they need something in Funnel Endurance. Funnel Endurance, 8 teams go in, top 4 move on. That should be the way, I would think. But just don't be last like Thunderbolts. I don't know what else to say, but please do something, Momo. All right, see you in the next one. Bye.